Hey guys, looks like it's beer 30. Let's go see what's in the fridge today.
Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. Thanks a ton for stopping by. Today's beer comes from Firestone Walker. These guys are out in California. This is their 2015 edition of their Stickee Monkee. And that is a Belgian quadruple coming in at 12.5%. Big beer, guys. Big beer. Monster beer. You need to be drinking this monster ABV beer at home or have a designated driver. I've told you before, one of these beers, and this is the bomber, I think they're doing their big beers now in a 12-ounce bottle in a cardboard box, a big fancy printed up box, which adds cost to the beer on top of that, which I'm not a fan of. I would just as soon of them not put those beers in a big printed up box to save you and me a little bit of money. So we don't have to spend $15 to $20 for a bottle of this. So, this was sent to me by my brother Rico, and I've had it for a while. And I have some older versions downstairs in the cellar and fridge we're probably going to get to before too long. But I do have a big, massive beer mail package coming from a friend of mine. And I think he's sending me like 72 different beers. Wow. And some of them are probably not in the style that maybe some goes beers and some lambics or sour ales and stuff like that, which I personally don't buy for myself or go-to beers. I'm just not a fan of those style beers. They're usually very low ABV beers and don't sell very well since they're low ABV beers. But yeah, it is what it is. Beggars can't be choosers, and I appreciate everything that everybody sends me. So we will see. By the time you see this, I'm about a month out, guys. I've got so many have been sent to me here recently that I'm that far ahead. So. But if you follow me, especially on my other channel, Mr. Gregpuckett, on YouTube, you'll see those beer mail videos that I post. And all that information is in the Show More tab underneath on the video there. So, just like the glassware that I usually drink out of, which is the glass you see here in front of you from the pretentious beer glass company. That link is in there. So I have people ask me all the time, I like that glass, where can I get one? Well, if you click on that link, it'll tell you where you can get one. So click on that Show More tab underneath the video, and it'll give you my grade score, how I rate beers and score them, and what that scale is, and tells you a little more information. So this is a big 22-ounce bomber. This is a 2015. I'm not sure if they still produce this beer, the Stickee Monkee. They may. Beer Advocate says it's a rotating schedule, but I had to go to the list all beers instead of what they're producing now. So I'm actually not sure they're still producing this beer. I'm not sure. I don't have that information. So let's jump over to Untapped and see if they have any additional information, because Beer Advocate clumps them all together no matter what year or ABV it is. Where Untapped most of the time separates between the years, and they did have this 2015 listed at 12.5%, which is this one is, and they have it listed at 22 IBUs, and of course it's not being done anymore. It's a retired beer since it's a 2015 edition. So, and their commercial is going to say a Belgian quad by recipe, but aging it in spirits barrels garners its own category, Central Coast Quad, a beer formulated to sit on the sweeter and malty side, so we could utilize it for blending. Turbinado brown sugar from Mexico and Belgian candy sugar add a wonderful molasses flavors. It has a full body and lush texture with barrel expression all over this beer. toasted oak, coconut, leather, and cigar tobacco. Cigar, yeah! I'm a big cigar fan, guys. So we've got the vintage, we've got the ABV, we got the IBUs. So all the information you need to make an educated purchase. So, and I've had this beer before. I didn't go back and look in what year that I had reviewed it. When I do these beers now, I used to go back and look and say I did this or I graded it that. I don't do that anymore, guys. I just don't have the time right now. Maybe down the road I will. Thinking about getting out of the gun business and hopefully and enjoy some of my retirement since I'm 62 and not in the greatest of health with trying to lose weight and a heart attack and all that stuff going on. And my knee gone back out again. I got a big brace on my leg. Hopefully I won't have to have another surgery, but you never know. Getting old sucks. It is what it is. So hopefully I can still enjoy some beers here and there. And final beer of the evening for me. So that is it. That's everything we need to talk about. So I do like they do like a wine bottle shrunk wrap cap on here where you can get it off very easily. And I got wax or cork or cage and all that crap on there that I think is just on a bore hog. Nice hiss, a little bit of smoke coming out. Into the glass we go here, guys. 12.5%. We're going to go down the center. All right. And on that pour, a little over a finger of head, a slight off-white colored head on that pour. Nice ruby red notes on the thin part down here on the thin part of the glass. Very dark on the upper part here, guys. Not getting hardly any light at all through the big bold part, but I'm getting some mahogany red ruby colored on the thin part down here. Very good looking quad. To the nose we go. Very nice roasted malt, big time sweetness. A lot like a barley wine has, but this is a quad. A little bit of the Belgian yeast notes. Slight hint of some alcohol, but not, to me, with the beers that I've reviewed and the monster beers and stuff, if this is the first quad you've ever had, you're going to think it's big time boozy and all that. With what I've had now and what I'm used to drinking, not so much. Getting bourbon notes on the aroma, very pleasant, outstanding aroma, as a matter of fact. Probably a hint of some vanilla or coconut in there, and maybe even some dark fruit. Wonderful aroma, outstanding aroma. Smells very delicious. Let's find out. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Rico. Thank you, my brother. I sure do appreciate it. Smells wonderful. Oh man, that is outstanding tasting beer. The bourbon notes are there. The maltiness is there. Rich roasted malt. Very sweet on the back. It's almost like a dessert beer. It's so sweet. Coconut, vanilla, molasses. Maybe a slight hint of some tobacco. That is so damn tasty. If you like this style of beer, this is a very, very nice example of the style, especially being bourbon barrel aged on top of that. And it is considered an American strong ale, according to Untapped. Very easy drinking, guys, to me. Just to me. Like I said, if this is the first one you're ever going to put your lips to, it may be a little overpowering, but to me, it's awesome. It is absolutely awesome. That is delicious. that is so damn delicious. This is a great one to pick up, guys. It is, and it seems to have cellared very, very well. I got the vintage of 2015, but I don't know when in the year that they did that, when they put it in this bottle, whether it was beginning of the year, middle of the year, end of the year. I didn't go back and try to research that anymore. We're just going to say it's approximately 4 years old, and it is very, very damn tasty. And the heat of the alcohol may be a little hotter, fresh, than it is on this particular one that has been cellared for approximately 4 years. And it is pretty damn tasty. It's an awesome beer, guys. Right now, it's an awesome beer right off the bat. It's a delicious beer to drink. So let me sip on this thing and pour her some, and we'll come back and see where this one ends up. But I'm very impressed with what, other than this big fancy printed up box that Firestone Walkers does on a lot of their high dollar beers. But I don't even think they do a bomber in this style anymore. I'm not sure. I think most of the stuff is dropped down to a 12-ounce bottle to cut some of the costs down. But still, I think the box is a useless thing. They could just as soon put the bottle on there or put it in a 4-pack, and it would serve the same purpose, rather than paying a little bit more for a fancy box that you're going to throw away. I'm just not a fan of wax or fancy printed up cans and display boxes that serve actually no purpose. They could put everything that's written on the box that's pertinent on the label. So it's just another added expense that I'm just not a big fan of, guys. So with that being said, we're going to sip on it for a while, and we'll come back and see where it ends up. Alright guys, I'm back. Got just a little left here. Been sipping on it for about an hour. The other half loved it. I had to pry it out of her fingers. A very tasty beer. Cellared very well. Awesome beer made by Firestone Walker out in California. A great, outstanding, awesome, world-class beer. The bourbon notes are there. The Belgian yeast is there. A lot of other flavors and aromas. Caramel, coffee, a little bit of that black molasses, coconut, vanilla from the barrel aging. Maybe a slight hint of some dark fruit in there. A very, very tasty beer, and it cellars exceptionally well. Especially this one being a 2015 edition, approximately 4 years old. Awesome notes on the aroma, awesome notes on the flavor. Very delicious beer. A big monster beer at 12.5%. A great final beer of the evening for me. This is a big beer though, guys. Just be aware of that. Don't try to drink this and drive somewhere. You would probably get in trouble. But other than that, if you're drinking it at home or have a designated driver, enjoy. Final chug. A little bit of sediment in the bottom of the glass. You're going to get that when you cellar a beer of this magnitude usually. Not always, but usually. Nothing that's going to hurt you. Very tasty beer, guys. Exceptionally well made beer. It's a 10 beer for me, guys. I'm going to actually give it a 10. Outstanding. A very nice. When I get these bourbon barrel aged beers that cellars as well as this has, it impresses me, and this is a very impressive beer. Like I said, I don't think they do it in a 22-ounce version anymore, if they even do it anymore, because they had to go to the all beers list instead of what they were producing now, and didn't have it in them what they were producing now. So very tasty beer, very, very tasty beer. So if you see the Stickee Monkee, pick it up. It's an awesome beer, guys. Awesome beer. 10 beer for me, guys. Over to Beer Advocate, they say 4.47 in their outstanding range. I would agree with that. And over to Untapped, they have also 4.47. Not the best numbers from those guys, but I'm grading it on what I'm tasting and what I'm smelling, and it is a very well made beer. Very awesome, very tasty. I can't think of a single thing that I would say to change this beer to make it better. Very delicious beer. Final beer of the evening for me, a 10 from me, and I'll consider it a 10 from both of those other guys. Not the best numbers I've seen, but close enough for me to give it the 10 grade. So, if you've had the 2015 edition of the Stickee Monkee from Firestone Walker recently, let me know what you think, and until we meet again, let's go see what's in the fridge.